If you haven't heard, veteran running back Theo Riddick is signing with the Broncos of Denver. What up, though? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. Why is this important? It's because we play Denver at the end of the season. I think it's a flex schedule game. I think we play them in Denver, if I'm not mistaken. But we back. Motor City Sports Talk. Y'all know what the business is. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video if you haven't. Want to make a donation? Best way to donate to the channel is just sharing the video. And Mr. Theo Riddick is chosen the Broncos. And a huge question was, was Theo Riddick, even before he chose the teams between the Saints and the Broncos, we don't play the Saints this year, I don't think, but was Theo Riddick going to come back and torch the line at some point in the near future? And the question is, it's a real possibility. Seeing multiple Lions come back and torch us, most memorably probably was when Joey Harrington came back with the Miami Dolphins. Don't forget Ndamukong Suh. I'm not sure how he did when he came back with the Dolphins. I think he came back here a few years ago. But Joey Harrington, people remember that. And, traditionally, when former Lions come back to Detroit, they torch the Lions. And traditionally, they go on to win a Super Bowl. So does that mean a Super Bowl in Denver future? They defense is definitely maybe one in transition. They got Joe Flacco as a quarterback, and they drafted Drew Lock, who was holding out as a second-round pick. So not sure that's in the cards. Had he went to New Orleans, maybe that would have seemed more of a possibility, but never put it past the Super Bowl Lion curse, right? But it's not known what he's signing for. He's expected to sign there. I can't believe he picked the Denver Broncos over the New Orleans Saints. It had to be financial or something, a feel with the organization. You got an opportunity to win a Super Bowl and play with Drew Brees. Maybe it was a lack of opportunities. Maybe it wasn't going to be a given he make the team. But Drew Brees and Theo Riddick in the passing game, I think they could have really did some things with him and Alvin Kamara. But it's his prerogative. Maybe he felt Denver was a better field. But, if he played for the Saints, I don't think we would have played them unless we both would have made the playoffs. And, yeah, Saints is one of my teams I think going to miss the playoffs. I could be wrong. It's just a hunch. Usually NFC South. I keep calling it the AFC South. The NFC South champions don't repeat. Usually the last place team come in first place. And that's a strange division in historically. But you know what? It is what it is. It was a crowded backfield. Theo Riddick was slow. He wasn't really good at running the ball no more. He was always good at catching the ball at the backfield. They tried him in the slot a little bit last year. He just don't have the speed that he once did, he never really had no speed, excuse me. I'm trying to give him another Iron Man send-off, but he never really had the speed. He just was a good, quick, fast guy. Quick guy laterally. But, I'm happy he landed on his feet. And hopefully he don't have a good game versus us, but you never know. You might see him on the top 100. Theoretic. Misused with the Detroit Lions, and he give the Denver Broncos and have 1,000 rushing yards with 1,000 receiving yards after a 100-ball catch. I can see that happen. You just never put it past no Detroit Lion, but I just don't think he was, for us. But especially with Darrell Bevel not having huge success with receiving backs, he was more of a running back guy like Marshawn and Adrian Peterson, the people of that ilk. But he'd be back there with Philip Lindsay in Denver, undrafted, I think he was last year, and it was a Pro Bowler, one of the better backs in the AFC, so should be a nice little mix. Philip Lindsay is if you don't know about him, it's a good pick in fantasy. I'm more of a daily fantasy guy, FanDuel, DraftKings. It's just my feng shui. But, hey, with Theo Riddick come back and torch the Lions, I wouldn't put it past him, man. I don't think he got the athletic skills, especially maybe in the cold and the snow. So he had to put his snow cleats on, but I just don't see it, man. But at the end of the day, I didn't see Joey Harrington coming back here baptizing our defense and looking like it was the Rose Bowl again for Oregon, for people who remember his career. But he do cause matchup problems, and we do have a little bit of coverage problems in our linebacker core. But I don't think he's going to get off and just do the funky Watusi on us, man. But I think maybe it was a deciding factor going to Denver that he got a chance to play us again and proved us we shouldn't cut him. And a lot of times that was a determining factor for Mike Daniels coming to the Lions, because he get an opportunity to sack his former quarterback and stick it back to Green Bay twice a year. And maybe, that was a factor for, Theo Riddick. Maybe not the deciding factor. Maybe it was more reps and having the opportunity to play more than he would have played in New Orleans. And maybe they promised they only play 2 backs in Denver. and New Orleans, they usually play 3 or 4 backs at a time. So, maybe that was a side factor. And also a small little factor was him being able to play the Detroit Lions again. He won't come back to Detroit, but he'll play us. let me clear that. That game is in Mile High. I believe it's a flex schedule game. If you're a Lions fan in Denver, yeah, the Lions coming to Denver. All right, but don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All those links in the description. Want to make a donation, share the videos. The best way to help the channel out. Other than that, man, I'll link the source in the description from Adam Scheffner, who broke the news one time for the one time Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate the love, support. We gone.